Hello YouTube. We're going to make a wooden handle screwdriver because we do not have one, and we've probably had one years ago. This is left over from taking the handle and making that nice orange handle scraper. I drilled this out. It's almost exactly a 3/16 inch drill bit. We've been slowly tapping it in with a hammer, little hammer, this way against the edge. But we stop because we don't want to get in there too far, because I'm sure it'll go. So we're going to spend the time now to go ahead and buff this and sand all this. We'd like to find something to stick in here to use the drill, like a lathe. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I like using this dirty, greasy rag, because then when I'm done, I got a nice, clean towel for the presentation. It's burnt from the torch, but it'll all polish out. So, I need to see if I can find something. You can't use the drill bit. It'll start spinning on there and start to dig in more and do all that other nasty stuff. So, I wish I had another junk screwdriver I could cut off, huh? I don't know, we'll do something. It doesn't have to be perfect. We'll get this sanded by hand, and we'll go up to our polish, our polish wheels and polish it. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll sand this by hand. We'll just do the old twirling on the buffer wheel thing. What do you think? It'll work, won't it? Let's go clean this up first. Let's talk more work. We'll bring you back when we got a little bit of progress done. Okay, we'll show you our progress. We got all the grease and grime and everything off with our favorite drywall screen. This is a little bit too rough to be using. It's body sandpaper. I do not know the grit. But we did a lot with 220. We did use some 600 to kind of get some scratches out, because as we were going over here, we were getting some scratches. So don't be afraid to sand across the grain to get rid of them. And this has a natural flat spot up here. Can you almost see it in the shadow? We're going to leave that, because you can just see a little bit of a hole where it would have been on the lathe, but that's pretty good. I think that'll take stain all right. We're going to go off and work on this, on all of our abrasive wheels. We're going to put some electrical tape here to protect our wood, which is kind of hard to get down there and sand, but we've just never had a wooden handle screwdriver. Everybody makes them. I want one. Imagine reaching down into a carburetor way down in somewhere with something like this. Just think how comfortable that would be. See that? Are you doing some fine woodwork? I see why woodworkers like fine tools. It's almost like shooting pool. You need a nice straight. We're getting carried away here. Let's get to work. Okay. Boy, my voice cracks, don't it? 2 songs for you to look up, YouTubers. Save Your Heart for Me by Jerry Lewis and the Playboys, and Green Onions. I told somebody one time the name of that song was Green Onions. They thought I was in outer space. Anyway, that's the kind of music I listen to when I'm working to it. I can hear it through my headphones because I had the radio up just enough so I can hear it, even with the buffer running. This is all I did. I used this. Of course, I had electrical tape on here. And I used my gray one. And these are in this kit. I was told I do not get paid to show any products or Harbor Freight products. I found this in my toolbox. I didn't know I had an extra pack. So we went all out. We put a new one on here. Then we took some black polish. This wheel is gummy and gooey. Look at it. So I got a brand new one there. It's really gummy and gooey with it. So I really went there in slow speed and kept speeding it up. Then buffed it off with a dirty old buffer. I'm out of these clean buffer wheels. This is about the cleanest one I have. So it's kind of hard to use a nice polish on something when you don't have a nice final wheel. Anyway, I don't know if I showed the grits of sandpaper I used on this. I think I did. Now we're going to clean this all up. This is going to get pretty aggressive. We don't want to use one of these. These are very wicked. We're going to try just an old one of these. So I have old ones in here in my box. Pan back here. I have old ones in here. I have old junk in here like this. And one I stuck together. A bunch of them stuck together. So, when it comes to the grungy stuff, we're going to take this out of here. Hope I can tell where I made this lot. See, it's not perfect. I said I will I don't know if I'm going to epoxy that in there or not. We'll see what it feels like. So, back to work. This is going to be a long video on this, but some people have never seen my channel before, and they may click on this video. So, the rest of you have to just put up with the repetitive things I say and do. He goes on and on and on and on. He talks. I do get a kick out of some comments. I plan to tell people, my channel's just not for you. Get on with it. Too much talk. Get on with it. And then they'll turn around and they'll say, well, I watched your video, but I still can't figure out how to take that apart. Well, you didn't watch the video then. You just clicked through it and looked at the pretty pictures. Anyway, enough of that rant. Let's get to work. Okay, we are done. We tried the Watco Danish oil 2 times. That's as dark as we can get it. And it's a walnut. So at least has some kind of oil in it. It's pretty straight. I figured I pounded it in there and guessed with the drill when I drilled it. This does have a good tip. I didn't have to do anything to this tip to clean it. Brush it and polish it. So, be nice, comfortable for a carburetor screwdriver on a car or something, huh? Measurement. Always forget that. Let's not forget that. This thing is a total of, let's just say 10 inches long. The blade is 6. Can you see the 6 in there? So there you go. A little dark right around the end grain. But over the years it's going to get dirty and greasy. It will, you know, I'm never going to restore it again. But I didn't have a wooden handled screwdriver. Everybody's always doing them. I felt bad. I got looking around. What can I do? So I had this in my hand. What can I do for a handle for this? And I looked around here. I had this on a file. So there you go. That's what we get there for the color. So thanks for watching.